Hey guys, how's it going today? So today I wanted to talk about the difference between goals and wishes and how you're able to make goals that you're able to achieve. I'm not just talking about any goals here. I want you to make SMART goals. So how do you make a SMART goal? There's 5 steps. It has to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and there has to be a time frame in those. So I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into each specific aspect of this so that you can see how I'm doing it and how you can apply it into your life as well. Rule number 1, it has to be specific. So what do I mean by specific? It's like the difference between getting better at finances versus I want to pay down this much in debt this year. You see how those two are completely different, and one is specific and one is not. Getting better at finances, okay, how am I going to measure that? I don't know. It has to be specific. I want to pay down $10,000 in debt this year. That is something that is specific. Number 2, measurable. This way you're able to see if you are or not able to meet that goal in the time frame. This way you're able to tell if you got your goal or not. Otherwise it's kind of, maybe I got it, maybe I didn't. I'm not 100% sure. We want to make sure that we're able to measure it. In my case, I want to upload 8 videos this year. After this video is up, I will have 3 up. 1, 2, 3 up. I need to remember stuff. That's 3 out of my 8. So I am, with that specific goal, I can't math. Some percentage. But I'm able to say, okay, I am 3/8 of the way done with that goal. I have 5 more to do and a little bit of time left to do it. Number 3, it has to be achievable. One of my goals is to be able to run 5 miles by the end of the year, straight through. No walking, no breaks, no nothing like that. I'm not a runner right now, but I used to be. I used to do long distance running, I used to do triathlons, and I want to get back into that. So for me, 5 miles is an achievable goal. I feel like I'll be able to make it 5 miles if I put in the work between now and the end of the year. Now, if I were to say, oh, I want to run a marathon by the end of the year, that's not really achievable because there's a lot of things that go into a marathon, more than just, I think it's 9 weeks, 10 weeks, something around there, then a couple of weeks worth of work. Now I can get up to a long run of 5 miles because I've done that before and I'm able to know what hurdles are coming my way. You have to understand some of the limitations of your goal so you can work around that. Number 4, it has to be realistic. So I have a goal of doing 3 planned maintenance jobs on my car by the end of the year. There are about 20,000 moving parts in a car. That's a lot. That's a lot more than I can keep track of. Although I don't have to understand everything about a car to help it continue to run. There are things that I can do to help my knowledge and to be able to help the car at the same time. I don't have to know everything. I just need to know more than I did before. So that is what it means by realistic. Something you're able to reach for, but you don't have to know everything. Finally, number 5, time frame. Why do we need a time frame? So having a time frame gives a sense of urgency. Now this is very important to making a goal. Otherwise, you just have a wish. I want to become better at finances. I want to pay down this amount of debt. If you're not able to give yourself a deadline, it's harder to get the motivation to reach that goal. So I usually go for the end of year as my timeline because throughout the year, you can work on different projects at the same time. You can focus on finances, physical fitness, the car, a YouTube channel, or all of them like me. A deadline also gives you a success or a fail rate. So either you're successful at it by this time or you're not. Now that doesn't mean that you are a failure if you miss it. If you're able to do more than you originally planned in the year, that is a success. That goal may not have been realized, but you are able to do more now than you were previously. And that's the whole point of goal setting. Setting goals and achieving goals has really become a way of life for me. For example, I'm not comfortable talking in front of a camera. You might have been able to notice that just a little bit. But this is something that I've thought about for a while, and I've never given myself a deadline. I've never made it realistic. I've wanted to bite off more than I can chew. I wanted to do this. But now I have a specific goal. I have a measurable goal. I have an achievable goal. I have a specific goal. I want to become a YouTube creator. I have a measurable goal. I want to upload 8 videos by the end of the year. Achievable. That's about 1 per week, or even one every other week, depending on life. Achievable. It's maybe a couple hours out of my week. Realistic. Yeah. So now here's the question. Why do we want to do these SMART goals? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and with a time frame. For me, goals have become more of a way of life. They've given me a chance to do something that I normally wouldn't do, and it's helped me become a better person. I want to challenge you. Yes, you watching. Camera's over there. You watching. What are your goals for the rest of the year? What do you have that you want to do in the 2 months that we have left? What's something different that you want to try? Let me know in the comments below. I want them to be exactly how we discussed it. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and at what time frame. So I want to make sure that I'm giving a good example. So I'm going to leave a link down below to my goals and how I track them. So you can see different ways for you to track your goals. Give you ideas on how to track them and how to achieve them. Thanks you guys so much. You have a wonderful day.